Let's get in. Let's get on board Siddharth Bhamre as well, head derivatives at Angel Broking, joins us on the show. Siddharth, good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining in. Just a word. Are you cycling on the 31st or are you partying?
Neither actually. So cycling is on 2nd of Jan, which is around 400 kilometers.
Wow. I think I saw him. He's just cycled from Mumbai to Nashik and back. Am I right, Siddharth?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay, I'm just wondering if he's keen to buy some cycle stocks. But Siddharth, very quickly, let's just start off with your opinion on the Nifty. It's extremely flat today, quite unlike, actually, the last 2 days has been flattish, quite unlike what we saw the previous one. What do you expect this expiry to do? Purely for somebody who's just looking at this expiry, how do you expect the next 24 trading or whatever, the next few trading hours to shape up?
Neeraj, this expiry is coinciding with the global holiday season, and that's the reason we aren't seeing much of action in bigger stocks and Nifty as such, and action is more on the mid cap front. If you see the rollovers, they're not in line with averages. If I'm just talking about Nifty and Bank Nifty at this point of time, they are slightly less both in terms of open interest as well as in terms of percentage. I am not expecting any volatility to happen today and may be tomorrow also. I'm not expecting much of volatility. IVs have slightly jumped up to 14.5 levels from 12%. So it is quite possible that market may stay in a range, and if someone is looking for a strategy for tomorrow or till expiry, then I think it's more of a range bound strategy. So select the strikes accordingly and do short strangle or straddle according to your risk appetite.
Okay, so that's the short-term view on the index. Siddharth, stay on. We want to talk so much about the next series as well as specific stocks as well, but it's 2:55. We should go to our technical experts and try and figure out what are the ideas they are recommending at this hour. So trading ideas at 2:55. Sandeep Wagle, to you first. Your top trading call at this hour.
Just buy in a Jindal Steel and Power currently at 94, 94.50. I would buy it with a stop loss of 91 and a target of 101.
CK Narayan, what would be your top call at this hour?
I think I would buy something with a bit of news element in it because people need a reason to go long or short in something at this juncture. Tata Global fits the bill and the price move has also been a little favorable. At 146, 147, I would recommend a long position, keeping a 3 rupee stop from entry price and looking at a target at 152 for tomorrow.
Okay, this one started to make a move now, 147. Today all the tea, coffee stocks, I mean if you classify this as 1, 2, are all moving around. Well, one good reason for this one to move well too. Nevertheless, let's take a break on that note. We come back, continue our conversation with all our experts. Back with closing trades right here on ET Now in conversation with all our experts. But before we move ahead, I think it's time for the chart of the day. Somehow I seem to have lost my mail, but Dr. Narayan, I'm sure you have a chart of a day with you today. What is it? What is the stock on your radar?
For the chart of the day, I prefer to feature Punjab National Bank. You see, most of the PSU banks have been, the laggards within the banking space, even as the private sector tried to rally up and succeeded to a small extent. The PSU lot really dragged the whole thing down, and in particular, PNB and Canara Bank have been real derelicts within the entire pact. PNB, in fact, stands out in comparison to the rest because all through this, last several weeks, PNB has been the weakest of the lot, and that was a bit of a surprise considering that it is not the smallest of the banks or the weakest, but there does seem to be something wrong somewhere. PNB was the first of the ones to break down below the recent congestion lows, and it seems to be headed considerably lower. So at about 118 levels, I would recommend a short in PNB, keeping a stop at about 121. Minimum target I am looking at in this PNB across a couple of days is about 110 rupees. I think Canara Bank may also follow suit, but then focus today is on PNB as chart of the day. It's a sell with a stop at 121, target 110.
Okay, that's a quick view coming in Punjab National Bank. Daljit, within the banking space on PSU banks, would you still hold out a view, into the new year, really?
Yes, Tanveer, the view is very clear. Mostly it is negative. And public sector banks, all of them negative except SBI. We've still kept a buy rating on there. That is purely because we believe that they have done most of the cleaning up of jobs, but still we are mentally prepared that there can be negative surprises from there also. So the overall bias is negative on the entire banking sector, public sector banking more so. On the private sector banks, a lot of hidden culprits are there, we don't know. And with all this 525 and all this restructuring done, some places it was done going overboard. So we feel that those kind of things will also come up in next 2 quarters when we'll see the numbers. So I think for banks will remain the weak link throughout the year. In the financial space, we are focusing more on NBFCs rather than banks.
Siddharth, before we let you go, your ideas really into the new series?
So even I would like to comment on PSU banks and what is happening over there. It's not just December series, but from November series, some of the PSU banks are seeing, not some, most of the PSU banks are seeing huge rise in open interest, and these stocks all are near to their support levels, or some are breaching supports. Now there are 2 possibilities: either some very informed set of people are going absolutely long over here, or there are, because they are expecting a bounce back from current levels. I don't see any trigger for those things to happen. And the second reason might be that there are some informed people who are aware about what kind of NPA levels might come out and forming significant short positions. And mind you, such kind of the quantum of positions is very high. I fear that some of the mid-cap PSU banks and can probably fall 25-30% also from current levels. Even large cap names like SBI, PNB can go down by 10-15% from current levels. So I'm very bearish on PSU banks from what is happening on FNO data perspective. Some of the strategies on the stock futures front which we are observing is some short calls. Maruti is exhausting its move around this 4650 odd levels. We haven't seen any formation of long positions taking place over there. Getting into some of the numbers, current models are not that great which company has launched. We are not seeing sales picking up. So this is a good shorting candidate for a positional trader. I have around 200 points downside target in Maruti. HUL again has gone up without much formation of long position. I think 860 to 880 is strong resistance zone. This stock can drip down to 820, 825 odd levels. So that is one shorting candidate. Pharma is doing good, and I think Pharma will continue to do good for some more time to come, because money is coming into mutual funds. Not entire money in mutual funds can go to mid cap stocks. It has to go to large cap also. And in large cap you are not finding clarity. Even IT, you are seeing that people are talking about very bad quarters to come, and this quarter would especially be more bad. I think Pharma is the only space where people can invest now with less downside. So we were liking Dr. Reddy's last week. We are given a buy call which is still standing there. Cipla, I think after giving a breakout, has corrected yesterday. Today it is more or less flat. I think this stock has capability to go up further from current levels. So Cipla is a good buy among a large cap stock.
Siddharth, I actually have a query each on 2 more stocks with you. One of them is a Reliance Infra. And I don't remember yesterday or day before, but I saw a lot of activity for the current December series as well as brisk activity for the Jan series for Reliance Infra. And it's one stock that's actually gone up quite smartly from that ADAG group stocks. What are your thoughts here?
So that's not the only stock which has gone up, but then most of the ADAG pack is doing well. And your observation is also right. not just in Reliance Infra, even in Reliance Capital, if you see, there's a huge build-up happen in December series. So there's a lot of long accumulation which is happening. Fortunately, unfortunately, we haven't generated any trade in capital and infra, but RCom, not just this series, means capital and infra are seeing built up only in this series, but RCom is seeing built up happening since last 2-3 series, and someone has been accumulating this stock somewhere around 75-80 zone. I think RCom is set for very big move from current levels. We had given advice to go long at lower levels, some profit booking done around 87-88 odd levels. If someone wants to enter RCom, I think it is good point if it corrects, if at all if it corrects to 82-83 odd levels, and then form long positions. I won't enter infra or capital unless and until there is dip which is coming. This is not a market where stock will run up and they will never come at lower levels. And if they go, let them go. This is a market where you should not chase the prices, but look for resistance to short, look for support to buy.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a market where the prices will run away right now. By the way, the index has come off sub 17,900 now, 114 off for the Sensex as well. Mid caps and small caps, mild ticks of red, but it's the index wherein there has been a proportion of move that has just happened. So just looking at what's correcting, I think IT is not having a good day. Infosys, TCS, HCL Tech are amongst the stocks that are taking a bit of a beating. Wipro too, by the way, is down about 1%. So no, it's CNX IT which has that big crack. Tech Mahindra may be an exception, but I think CNX IT and all the IT names are the ones which have cracked the most. There's some weakness in PNB. CK Narayan was speaking about that as a stock of the day. Ultratech Cement, BPCL. Actually, PSU banks at large too are not having the best of days. So CNX IT, PSU banks, I believe those are the two, or the Bank Nifty at large, which are the pressure points right now. For CK Narayan, come in. Any trades, either the Bank Nifty or CNX IT right now?
Well, I think we normally don't really speak much about CNX IT, given the fact that Bank Nifty, there really doesn't seem to be a trade. But in CNX IT, I think there could be a short trade. Not the most liquid of index names to trade in, but then a few contracts here and there should definitely be doable without too much difficulty. I think Infi is the way it has traded, it has actually reversed in today's trading. At least about 3 to 4 days of closing prices just at one go. Possibly this must be happening with other IT stocks also. I have not seen the rest of them. Mindtree was down right since the mid session. So I think IT as a whole seems to be shedding some weight here, and that might actually trigger the IT index down. So IT index at about 11,120 at the current level could be in for a short. You may have to keep a much looser stop loss because this is illiquid and volatility intra could be a little larger than one can handle. So keep a reasonably loose stop, and I think a couple of 100 points on the downside should not be too difficult.
Okay, Siddharth, before we thank you though, a stock that is finding a lot of favor with the institutional investors, spoken to a few of them personally, is Arvind. Trading at new highs. I don't know what the F&O activity has been out there, but if you've looked at it at all, any views here?
Yeah, so one of my technical guy was pointing out that it is giving a breakout, and I told him not to give a buy, unfortunately. And F&O also we are seeing long formations happening. But again, stocks like Arvind, Reliance Infra, Reliance Capital, which we were talking about, these are stocks which are in concentrated traders' hands. So I would suggest people, especially retail guys, who get carried away by such big moves, to shy away from these stocks. I'm not saying this stock is going to correct, but there are much less riskier way of making money by trading in this market.
Okay, safety first, and maybe that's not a bad idea as well. Siddharth believes there could be better ways to do that. He's already given his idea. Siddharth Bhamre, much appreciate you taking the time out. Happy celebrations, happy cycling. As always, really good having you.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Thanks.
Can you believe it? 400 kilometers of cycling. That's coming up on Monday. Wow, that's quite a bit. Nevertheless, Daljit Singh, let's shift focus back.